Excuse me, sir, is this the Delta House?
Sure. Come on in.
They have cold beer and action on the game.
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
It's time for the Degenerates Next Door.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Take a big whiff. Do you smell it? Do you smell meaningful college football games in the air? I think I do. It's either that or a fart from Rob Kendall, who joins me, former politician, former elected official, former tax-cutting machine, Rob Kendall, on the Degenerates Next Door. I'm Jason Hammer. Rob, are you ready for meaningful college football?
Yeah, before we get to that, though, you know who has a great life, and it just occurred to me as I was listening to our intro? The voice guy.
Yes.
You ever wondered what voice guy is actually like in real life? The guy who reads the intros. That's all that guy does probably all day is he just reads stuff. He gets to sit around in his underwear eating Cheetos, reading stuff. What a great life that guy has.
I love how easily impressed you are. You've worked in radio for like 20 years, and you're just now thinking, my God, I bet the voice guy is Elon Musk. I bet he's Bezos, just flying around first class, going down to the islands.
What are you? I'm voice man.
Sorry, sir. Like, most voiceover guys I know have like 18 jobs.
Yes, in my life, he's living a life of luxury, jet setting across the continental United States.
Just nothing but smoke show models in a first-class private jet.
Have you heard the voice intro I did for the Degenerates Next Door? It's fabulous. Well, please don't everyone remove their underwear all at once.
Guess we won't be needing these bras anymore. All right, so we are just a couple weeks away from week 0. For those who buy the premise of a week 0, we've got meaningful football in college around the corner. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into future bets, college football futures. Now, next week, we will pick our national champion. We will pick some conference winning teams, possible playoff teams, some long shots. We'll get into that next week. But we're talking season totals today.
Yes.
We're going to make our professional handicappers coming up in just a little bit, pass out a couple season totals for free as well. But I turn to you, Rob. You've got the full slate in front of you. You can pick any team in America on a season total. Could be their overall win total, could be conference wins, overs, unders. Where are you at? What do you got?
Well, I'm going to do what I did last year, Hammer, because last year was maybe the greatest college football season of my adult life as the Notre Dame Fighting Irish ran all the way to the national championship. Sure, we got smoked by Ohio State, but we all knew that was going to happen.
And I love it when you say we're because you're vested in.
Oh,
you're a fan. You spend money on the product, so I'm fine with you saying we.
Oh, yeah. You've been giving me crap for years about being a Notre Dame football fan. So here's what I did last year, and longtime listeners of this show know that I do this. I take teams that I root for, and I bet against them. That's what I do. I'm hedging. I can't possibly lose. Either I win money or my team keeps winning games.
Okay, so let's say there's somebody listening right now that doesn't give a blue damn about Notre Dame. They're listening for gambling advice. You follow this team.
Yeah.
You know this team. In your heart of hearts, take fanboy out of the equation. Take your Golden Joan pajamas off for a second. The season win total projected for Notre Dame is 10.5. Look at that schedule. Are they going over or are they going under?
So here's what's very interesting. Like in your mind, you're like, okay, it's one win. How much difference could it make? It's a ton of difference in the payout. Right now on FanDuel, 10-plus wins is minus 200. 11 wins, 11-plus wins, plus 125. That is a massive difference in terms of how you're going to make this bet and the payoff that comes with it, which tells you Vegas thinks, the money thinks, that they're going under. And I would have to say, looking at the schedule, and by the way, my standard every year for Notre Dame, as a fan, I'm realistic, is 10 wins. Because now, 10-2, that's going to get you in that playoff every single year. That's going to get you in the national championship playoff every single year. I tend to agree with this because we identified about 5 pick'em games for Notre Dame this year. And so in the 5 pick'em games, I think it's opening week at Miami. I think it's week 2 against Texas A&M at home. I think it's week 4 at Arkansas. I think it's week 5 at home against Boise State. And I think it's week 7 at home against USC. Those are games I could see going anyway. If Notre Dame goes 3-2 in those games, that's 10 wins. The under 10.5 cashes. I'm going under.
Under on the Fighting Irish. And this isn't just because of your fanboy theory where you can win either way. You're looking at the schedule, and let's be honest, Notre Dame could be 0-2 to start the year.
And every year Notre Dame loses a game they shouldn't lose. Now, last year we didn't think it was going to be the Little Sisters of the Poor, or whoever that was, that they some MAC school, wasn't it?
Correct. Northern Illinois.
They were calling for the coach to be fired. The loss was so bad, and then they just ran the table the rest of the season. So if they lose one game they shouldn't lose, which Notre Dame does every year, that means they got to go if they go 4-1 in those pick'em games, that's still under 11 wins.
And you've got a quarterback coming in that is not Riley Leonard. Like, he was a new quarterback to Notre Dame, but we felt pretty good as college football fans that this kid could play, right? He could play at Duke. We felt like you get him on a bigger stage, he'd be all right. And ultimately gets drafted, and he's going to see action in the NFL tonight. Third-string quarterback with the Colts.
Defense really good, though. Notre Dame defense really good, and the running game really good.
So have defense, have running game, will travel. That was like my Tennessee Volunteers last year.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of unders this year for Notre Dame.
All right, so Rob is in on the under with the Fighting Irish. I'm going to take it to the Big Ten. Last year, fade Purdue was something we did on this program.
Yeah, baby.
And because of that, I was able to buy a new car in the last couple of months.
Remember the one time we didn't do it when they got 9 million points against IU and IU still covered?
It was like almost 40 points. Like, it's hard to say no to a rival game with a 40-point gift.
And IU had it at half.
Yes. Coach Sig was running it up. It was a... Listen, if you're a petty, spiteful person, it was a beautiful thing, but not if you bet on Purdue. So they blew out their coach. They bring in UNLV's coach, who's done a pretty good job with rebuilding the Running Rebels out in Vegas. He comes to West Lafayette. Now, look, the cupboard's pretty bare. I'm not going to lie. There's a good chance that Purdue still finishes last in the Big Ten. But I'm looking at the season total for Big Ten wins. And I can find this at Bet Rivers, over under 0.5. Big Ten wins for Purdue. There is no way, Rob, Purdue could be as bad this year as they were a year ago. It's almost not possible for Purdue to be that bad. And I think the Big Ten is down a little bit as well. Michigan's going to be down. Ohio State's still really good. Question marks at quarterback. We know Penn State's going to be good. Illinois, they've stepped up. Indiana is still pretty good, but man, nobody else scares you. Michigan, still not quite there yet. Oregon's down a little bit, but look at those bottom feeders. Northwestern is ass. Minnesota's not going to be that good. Wisconsin could be bad this year, and if Wisconsin's bad, they're going to fire their coach. And Purdue was competitive against Wisconsin up in Madison last year.
Was it the Iowa-Wisconsin game last year? One of those games that I bet on, and the ball moved like a combined 7 yards the whole game.
That's how those teams get down, Rob. But I think a new coach and a very weak bottom part of the Big Ten is a recipe for at least one Big Ten win. The new coach, a bad lower half of the Big Ten, Purdue can't possibly be as bad as they were a year ago, and they came close to winning a few Big Ten games. Give me the over on Purdue, 0.5 conference wins. Now, there's a little juice to this. I don't like how much juice is attached to this. It's minus 190, but that's the only number that I'm seeing out there. 0.5 Big Ten wins. So let's ride the lightning. We're going to pay a little juice here, but I think Purdue's good for at least one conference win, Rob.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would take this as well. They got to be able to sneak out one. Like you said, there's several teams they'll play that don't exactly scare you. They'll get lucky. They're going to try hard for this coach. I like that bet.
So, more college football futures on the way with our professional handicappers. But first, we've got preseason garbage tonight, NFL preseason. And they always say, you've got to be a real degenerate to bet on preseason games. Have you met me?
It's time for Hammer's Degenerate Special.
You know me, Rob. I'm not a parlay guy.
No.
Parlay bets are sucker bets. But if you want me to watch this crap that the NFL's putting out there for the preseason, we're going to parlay our asses off, Rob.
Hey!
Tonight, the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. Anthony Richardson is the starting quarterback for the Colts. He is expected to play into the second quarter. And then Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, will take the snaps. He'll play halfway through the second into the third. But I'm looking at the spread and the total here. The Ravens are catching 6.5 at home, and the total 36.5. The Ravens are coached by John Harbaugh, and he's one of those dudes that takes this stuff seriously. Now, the Ravens aren't going to be playing their go-to dudes, but they are really good defensively. The depth that the Ravens have defensively is a hell of a lot better than the depth that the Colts have. So the Ravens haven't lost by more than 6 in a preseason game since like 2015. That tells you Harbaugh takes this crap seriously. So give me the depth of the Ravens at home, Harbaugh as the coach. I think that Ravens defense against what should be Riley Leonard for a quarter and a half in the second half is a recipe for the Ravens to cover. I'm catching a touchdown. Give me the Ravens plus 6.5.
You want a coach takes it too serious story to wrap up our segment here?
Please.
When I was in junior football, I had a defensive coach who was Mr. Intensity. Like, he should have been coaching in the National Football League. Sir, we are 10. Thanks. And at one point, he was very frustrated with the defense, and I was playing end. And so I'm watching this play unfold in front of me. The kid runs through the line on the other team. In junior football, the coach used to stand behind the play, right? Like you'd call the defensive play, and then you'd stand behind the play. And so the kid breaks through the line, somehow gets to the secondary, and I see the coach start to square up. As though he's going to make an open form tackle. And I hear the head coach from the sidelines, no! Like, you can see this guy's brain malfunctioning in real time, and he's had enough. And he was about to tackle that kid, but for a split second, last moment of clarity, and then I think he just let the kid go past him.
Yeah, that was a young John Harbaugh. And that's the way he treats these preseason games. And for all the reasons I mentioned, not only am I on Ravens plus 6.5, I'm under 36.5.
Yeah.
I've got a Ravens defense against Riley Leonard for basically the second half. Give me the under. We're going under. We're parlaying that with the Ravens plus 6.5. If that's not a true degenerate sucker ass bet, I don't know what is. We're going to get back to college football futures. Kenny Britt of KB Sports, professional handicapper. He joins us next. Talking a little college football today on the Degenerates Next Door. I'm Jason Hammer. Rob Kendall is here. One of our professional handicappers on this program is Kenny Britt of KB Sports. Be honest, Kenny, how good does it feel that we're talking legitimate college football bets today?
It feels great. 2 more weeks. 2 weeks from Saturday is week 0. It feels great. I can't wait. Yeah, it's what we live for, man.
Right. Like, I normally at this time of the year would be like, okay, we got preseason garbage football. We're still into baseball. But because my heart was ripped out of my chest by what happened in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, I need this now more than ever. I need meaningful football games, meaningful wagers, Kenny.
Yes. Yeah, and, actually for Indianapolis people, tonight's actually a little bit of a meaningful game because they're playing some starters. AR is going to play a quarter and a half. And, yeah,
Oh, I'm well aware. We've already got the degenerate special in place, Kenny. We're well aware of that. So,
okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to check out.
All right, so preseason garbage aside, let's talk some college football futures. Rob is in on the under with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish season total at 10.5, I believe. I am on over Purdue 0.5 Big Ten wins. Basically, I'm saying that the new head coach is good for one damn conference win. That's all you need. There's a little bit of juice with that, but the number is what it is, 0.5. I'm over on Purdue. What do you have for us?
Well, first of all, isn't that pathetic that that's the number?
Right.
I mean, that's terrible. I've actually got two for you. The first one, I'm going to double down. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about San Jose State to make the college football playoff at plus 5,000. They've been bet down to on one app plus 4,000, one app plus 3,000. Their win total on the season is 7.5 at even money. I love it. I love it. San Jose State over 7.5 regular season wins.
You're banking on your retirement on the San Jose State football program this year. If they have success, Kenny's going to move to the Cayman Islands.
That's right. You have to call collect on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's correct. They play Texas in week 2. We're going to chalk that up as a loss. But again, they don't. Everything in college football these days, because the conferences are so big, is who you skip this year, who you don't play. And they don't play the two powerhouses. They don't play Boise and they don't play UNLV this year. And UNLV lost their coach to Purdue, Barry Odom. And I'm telling you, 7.5 wins. San Jose State, man. Love them.
Okay, so we're on San Jose State. We're riding the Lightning with San Jose State on the over. And you took a long shot for them to make the college football playoff, mainly based on their schedule.
Exactly, based on their schedule, because the Texas game, that doesn't matter. They just need to win their conference championship game and, have some other things. Tulane's going to be good. You've always got to worry about Memphis. And, again, it's a long shot. It's a value play. But
right.
I think I ended up putting like $17 on it, and I'm going to, it's going to return, like just around $900 if it were to happen.
All right, so we got San Jose State. Who else are you looking at?
Yeah, the other thing, and I was really surprised at this number, Jason, Ohio State is plus 190 to win the conference championship, the game, not, the regular season title, but to win the game. I'm not sold on the Big Ten this year. Michigan and Oregon, I'm not sold on. IU, Illinois, I know they're getting a lot of pub, but I think this is Ohio State's to lose. We talked a couple weeks back.
Now, the folks in Penn State are going to give you crap for that because they feel like, this is their time, Kenny. Big Game James is finally going to get over that hump.
And we talked about that a couple weeks ago about, again, scheduling. That game is at Ohio State this year, Penn State at Ohio State. And, even you commented, that they'll probably go 12-1 this year in the regular season.
Right. Penn State and Ole Miss are the same team. Every year they get out to amazing starts. People think they're legit. People drink the Kool-Aid, and then they play somebody actually good, and they end up with 1, maybe 2 losses.
Right. And I think they'll go into Ohio State, and I think they'll play well. But, Ohio State, when you're getting plus 190 for them to win the conference championship game, especially I think this year I'm not sold on Oregon and Michigan yet, their quarterbacks. Penn State's the only one that really scares me. But at plus 190, how can you not put a little bit of action on Ohio State?
You're getting plus money on Ohio State. It feels like a Christmas gift.
Exactly, yeah. So especially plus 190. I mean, not plus 110 or 20. We're talking plus 190. So that's a little surprising. I thought it would be much lower than that. So, yeah, let's ride Ohio State, and it kills me to say it. I hate them as much as anybody.
Right, but that's what I love about this show.
Money on this show.
We are about the money here. We will bet against our mothers and our children if we think we can make some money. That's the way we get down. If somebody wants to become a client of yours, Kenny, if they want the football, if they want the horse racing and everything in between, where can they go?
Yeah, Jason, I'm on Facebook at KB Sports. I want to give 2 quick free plays real quick. Baseball's a very small schedule today. Before anybody hears this podcast, there's only going to be 2 games tonight. So I've got 2 horse racing plays for the weekend. It's at Colonial Downs. It's the Arlington Millions Day, where $1 million race. In that race, the Arlington Millions, I'm going to be on the 6 horse. That's race 11 at Colonial Downs. The 6 horse, Fort Washington, 4-1. Bet this horse across the board. We've got a heavy favorite in that race. That will probably win, but this horse has a really good shot at 4-1. I really like this horse. Colonial Downs on Saturday, race 11, the 6 horse, Fort Washington, and my lock of the day on that card is in race 9, the $500,000 race. The 8 horse, Dream On, 5-2. I love that horse. So there's a couple free plays for everybody since we got a slow day in baseball. And look me up on Facebook on KB Sports, Jason.
KB Sports on Facebook. Become a client and follow him on Twitter as well. K Britt wins. Kenny, my man, we'll talk again next week.
All right, guys. Have a great one.
All right. College football futures. We're passing them out like candy on Halloween, baby. And we've got another professional handicapper coming up next. And he's going to do the same thing. Free future bets that you can lock in right now. David Stephanoff, followneverfade.com. He's coming up next right here on the Degenerates Next Door. Futures so bright you got to wear shades, baby. We're talking college football futures today on the Degenerates Next Door. I'm Jason Hammer. Rob Kendall is here. And one of our professionals that we lean on is David Stephanoff, the man behind followneverfade.com. So, David, let me get you up to speed here. So far on the show, Rob is on the under season total, 10.5 with Notre Dame football. He's going under. I'm over 0.5 Big Ten wins for Purdue. Kenny Britt is on over 7.5 wins with San Jose State, and he's on plus money for Ohio State to win the Big Ten football championship game. So this brings us to you, my friend. What do you got? What are you looking at?
Thank you, Hammer, for having me. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Rob. First thing that jumps out, me and Kenny and Britt haven't talked in 3 weeks, and we're both on San Jose State over 7.5. And that's a fact, people, so that might be a good one there. But I love some of these futures. College football's back. There's a lot of, back 15, 20 years ago, you never had the opportunity to bet on DraftKings and some of these teams, like, the no-name teams over Purdue's, over wins. Now people can take advantage, take opportunities. A lot of betting opportunities here for people to take advantage of situations where, pull the money down today and make some easy money at the end of the season with some of these futures, Hammer.
Yeah, and what I love is you get a season's worth of entertainment, honestly, for teams you might not even care about. Like, I never gave a damn about San Jose State, but now I'm vested in, like you guys are. And that's what's great about the future bets.
Yeah, I love them. I match with Kenny Britt, Mr. Britt here, with San Jose State over 7.5. My reasoning for San Jose State, I don't know what Kenny's was. They have no Boise State and no UNLV on their schedule.
The schedule. That's what it is. Yep.
Easy. They got easy schedule. I like that one. I like a little ACC. I like a little Georgia Tech over 7.5 wins. You better recognize they probably got the best offense in the ACC. They got Haynes King and Jamal Hayes. Haynes King back to quarterback. They put lots of points up last year. They returned a lot of players, and they only really got one tough game on their schedule against Clemson. That's at Clemson. Don't get me wrong, but I think they get over 7.5 wins. Those two. But let me finish it out with my strongest play. We're going to the Maction, Hammer. I know we love some Maction this year.
Let's go.
And let's get it started early because you know how it is. We all love Maction. And the Maction is really bottom heavy this year. They only got, I ain't going to lie to you, 2 good teams there. Ohio U is going to be the standout. Buffalo is going to be pretty good. But I'm looking down one of the worst teams, Bowling Green. They're now coached by the legendary running back Eddie George, who brought his whole staff to Bowling Green. It'll be but they're sitting at 6.5 wins. I don't think there's any way possible they get to 6.5 wins only playing 11 games in the season, Hammer. They start their season off with with the Murder's Row on the road for 4 top 20 Liberty's in the loop, but three of the first 4 games are top 20 teams. I like Bowling Green to stay under 6.5 wins. Eddie George out the quarter, the former running back coaching. They lost a lot. They lost a lot on offense. They lost a lot on defense. But the first year coach gonna have some rough patches. I like Bowling Green under 6.5 wins. My strongest future play of the year, Hammer.
I love it. So we've got under 6.5 on Bowling Green, over 7.5 with the Fighting Haynes Kings of Georgia Tech, and like
right.
Kenny, you're going over with San Jose State.
Yes, sir, Hammer.
All right, got any tennis for us?
Okay, real quick, tennis play. Last week I gave 2 plays out on the podcast. Let's try to stay high. I gave out Golden State plus the points at Washington. They won outright, and I gave my guy Lerner Tien money line against O'Reilly Opelka. Tonight we're going back to the tennis. We're in Toronto, men's tennis. We got a good one. Finals between Ben Shelton of America and Karen Khachanov. That's right, Karen's his name, Khachanov from Russia. Get your popcorn out, people. We're going to take Karen Khachanov plus 2.5 games against Ben Shelton. Don't get me wrong, Ben Shelton's a pretty good American. Karen Khachanov's a little bit better. Class comes in the edge here. Way classier player. Got way more titles under his belt. I don't know why he's the underdog, but tonight, 7 p.m., we're on Karen Khachanov plus 2.5 games against Ben Shelton in Toronto. That's my play for you there, Hammer.
David, I didn't think we could get more degenerate than my parlay
That's
for
right.
a preseason game, but you come to the table with a Russian tennis male named Karen. You sweet son of a
That's
bitch,
right.
I'm in.
Hey, you better believe it. Like I say, my lock of the day is don't bet that preseason football. But some guys love that preseason, Hammer, and I hope and pray that you keep cashing.
My man, we appreciate you, and where can we find all of your work?
Hey, Hammer, thank you again. Shout out to Kenny, the mayor of Brownsburg, Rob Kendall, and you. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, every social media platform you can follow me. Just message me directly, sign up. We got a football package available. We sign for my football package. Yes, it's a hefty price, people. I don't track the parlay people. I track the big time gamers that want to make some money. You sign up for my football package. You get NFL and college football regular season. I give you baseball and tennis for the rest of the year for free. That's right. Thank you again, Hammer. You follow me everywhere, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. People, we're 82 games above 500 on Instagram. But thank you, Hammer. Shout out to all the degenerates out there. Football season's here. Let's make some money, and don't forget to follow Never Fade.
All right, so let's recap here. We're doing college football futures today. Rob Kendall is on the under win total season for Notre Dame, under 10.5. Jason Hammer, I am on over 0.5 Big Ten conference wins for Purdue. Kenny Britt of KB Sports, find him on Facebook. He is on over 7.5 wins on San Jose State. He also likes plus money for Ohio State to win the Big Ten championship football game. And our guy David Stephanoff of Follow Never Fade, he's also on the over with San Jose State at 7.5. Georgia Tech over 7.5 wins, and Bowling Green under 6.5. Those are our college football futures. I love it. We're talking college football again next week as we get closer to week 0. For Rob Kendall, for Kenny Britt of KB Sports, for David Stephanoff of FollowNeverFade.com, I'm Jason Hammer. Good luck on all of your bets, and as always, may the odds be ever in your favor.